take any time off during this little extra break?
Yeah, I did on Sunday.
What did you do for yourself?
Just hung out with the family. It was good. Good to get a break and kind of recharge.
What do those like micro breaks during the season, micro buys, do for you guys?
I just think it's a good time to reflect, like assess where you're at, look at versus sometimes who you think you are versus what you actually are and what the tape says and what the kind of data says. Go and look at that and see where you need to improve.
What does the tape say you are right now?
What's that?
What does the tape say you are?
It says we're improving week by week. It says that we try and be physical as much as we possibly can. I think there's another place we can go. There's a higher standard that the guys want to play at, and I think they try and push themselves there. But it also shows some really good stuff. You can't look at something and just always say like, where can we overcoach something? Like, you also have to praise people, and some people are doing some really good things.
If Nick makes it back this week, is there any challenge at all to kind of reintegrating him into things? Obviously, you guys are playing pretty well on the back end right now.
No, I think he's always in the meetings. Like, since he came back this Monday, he's been doing all the walkthroughs and getting himself right. Like, I think he'll have ready the game plan is for him and get ready to go. So.
When it comes to the way Baker Mayfield runs, it's not just his ability to run. Your guys have said he runs like a running back. What does that mean when you're thinking about stopping?
It's hard. Like, this guy's a really good player. Like when you really sometimes you don't always get to see the crossover tape of everyone in the NFL, and when you really watch this guy, he's playing at an extremely high level. He's got a unreal sense for the pocket and where the space is in the pocket and how to manipulate people in small spaces. It's hard. You can see he wins the game by doing that. Like, he's won multiple games by keeping the play alive when it should be dead, and you got to take your hat off to him. He's a real one.
When you think about rush plans then for your guys up front, what's the benefit of playing him 5 versus earlier in the season?
I don't know if there's a benefit. No, I don't think there's a benefit. I think it's more I would say the for us the positive is that I feel like it's more about the question you asked is more about us. Like, I feel like we're connecting more. We're understanding how to be a group more, and hopefully it will show up on Sunday.
Coach McDonald said Darian Kendricks earned the chance to compete for the nickel role. I might move Spoon outside. How do you kind of think about Spoon? Obviously, has been really effective in the nickel. Yeah. Making that kind of decision and what the pros and cons are.
I think you just when you get into situations like this, and I feel like it's everywhere in the defense. I know you're talking about Spoon, but Spoon's a good outside player too. So DK's playing well inside. I just think, I keep saying it every week to you guys. I know I sound like a stuck record, but if you grow competition and people understand it and they play to the best of their ability, they're going to maximize their snaps on the field. And I feel like there's certain people in our defense that are doing that right now.
Who are those people? Who are some of those people?
I think Mike Morris is doing it. I think DK's doing it. I think Brandon Peely done it against Arizona. There's they're taking small amount of snaps in the game, and they're creating production. So to me, Mike talks about being shocking. To me, that's shocking. If you can run out there, play 25, or like Mike Moe did, play, I don't know probably about 45, and make a third down stop on a run. That makes you, and that's what I'm talking about, maximizing snaps.
What do you make of the way Riq's playing the ball, I guess, or not playing the ball, some of these DPIs, or even if they're like the Niners that we've won?
I think with Riq, when you get in I think he plays a position, I think, you asked me, there's a lot of the game on Riq you don't see. You know, if the ball doesn't go to his side, you don't see it. And if you watch the tape, there's some good stuff, there's some really good stuff, and then at times there's some stuff where he gets attacked. I think when you get in these situations as you go through, you got to focus on your technique, you got to focus on the process, and I feel like Riq's doing that this week. And you come out and you work your technique, and you win at the line of scrimmage, and it just improves you week by week. I don't think you have to overthink these things. I think you have to Like you asked me about DK, you have to compete. Like that's the vision of what we're creating here is a group of people that are competing at the highest level and the best version of themselves.
What's Drake Thomas showing you guys to earn more playing time?
Another guy that maximizing snaps. Like I think at first like Drake does a lot of things right, but now he's actually starting to like make plays as well. He got sacked against Arizona, made some good open field tackles. He's not just a reliable player, he's a player in our defense, and he's doing a real good job.
With running quarterbacks like Mayfield, people always talk about not losing contain. You gotta make sure you keep them contained and things like that. What is sort of is that just completely a discipline thing on the guys on the edges to not lose contain?
We had it last Thursday. Like Kyler Murray's an excellent quarterback in the pocket. It's a bit of both. Like you don't want it's like you want a pass rush, and you want to say you want to keep this guy in the pocket. Everyone just runs and sticks on everyone. You haven't got a pass rush. So it's like you have to think about how you rush together, how you play off each other, how you create levels in the pocket, and how certain techniques you use whilst you're rushing the passer allows you to hopefully make the play. But it's not an easy task. That's why players like Baker, Kyler consistently make plays.
McDonald said that he kind of wanted to pressure a little bit more and that you were like in the Russian cover. How did those conversations go?
Just like that. But it's not. It's like it's just that's why we work really well together, you know. Like we see the game very similar, but we also see the game from different parts of the field. And sometimes he sees like the protections and how to attack them, and sometimes I see when a guy's dealing at that moment in time, and I can feel that he's hot, and I can feel that he's going, and we have good conversations.
Coby Bryant just seems to be around the ball. You know, what is it about him? Instinct?
Yeah, I think, you know, this team has had a legacy of ball players, guys that can get the football. And throughout the years, I feel like when you think about ball hawks, you think of the Seattle Seahawks. And I think there's certain players that sometimes the ball just finds them. Coby's like that. Like, he has an innate way to be in the right place at the right time. I think there's other things that come with that. I think good things happen to those people that run to the ball, those people that push to the point of attack. Like if you play like that as a defense, suddenly the ball comes alive. And at those times, it's finding him right now. It has been for the last couple of years.
Back to those techniques on the containing the mobile quarterbacks, sometimes it's as simple as keeping the outside arm free and just don't commit inside.
Sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's keeping extension, keeping separation from a player. Separation allows you to make plays, but when you're playing against a tackle like Tristan Wirth, he's a good player, you know? If you stand there and you try and keep your outside hand free and your feet aren't moving, he's going to clamp you. So it's like, as you go through it, it's kind of like meshing those and being able to do it when you're fatigued. It's like those are the kind of techniques we're talking about.
How can you tell a guy's hot? Going back to the Russian coverage. What do you see?
I can fit. They're winning. They're winning quickly. They're winning on edges of players. They're playing off their player. You can feel they're getting off the ball a little faster than everyone else. They're just playing it's like when you talk about the flow state and things like that, you can feel when a guy is in that world. And it's a cool point when you can sit back as a coach and watch a guy go like that.
How often is it Leo?
It has been. I felt like he was like that on Thursday night.
When you're watching a game in real time from the sideline, are your eyes always on the pass rush?
Nah, they used to be.
Yeah.
I've had to train myself not to be. I felt like when I came from Atlanta when I went to Dallas, and I really found it hard to see the D-line when I first became a D-line coach because I was coaching linebackers. And then I've spent 3 years doing that. And when I came here, I found it hard to see everything again. And I've kind of trained myself through the last year so it's not always there. But, yeah.
What's Ernest Jones' flow state?
You have to ask him that. But I feel like he is playing some very high-level football at the moment. He's controlling and running our defense, and that's what we need, you know. And I feel like when he plays in between those tackles, he's playing at a very high level. And
with Mike Morris, what do you think is kind of going right with him right now? Obviously, he's kind of played a couple different spots. It seems like
he's competing.
A couple of years here.
That's what I see. He wants to play, and he's competing, and I feel like it's showing on the field.
Is there like standard penalty for dropping picks that Darion and Julian have had to do the last few weeks?
Ball drills with Leslie Frazier every day.
What about for holding the ball like this when you
Yeah.
get an interception?
Yeah, that one's talked about in the defensive unit room.
Anything else?
Good guys. Have a great day.
Thanks, Coach.